I'm asking is, can I miscommunicate myself to happiness? Area Governor, Sister Toastmasters, you, like me, may have had a difficult time learning a second language. Sir Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, I apologize for not being fluent in your native tongue. Male speak. I'm single, and I wanted to find the love of my life. And I knew I had to overcome this impediment. So how does anyone learn a second language? Immersion. Practice makes perfect. So I signed up for 10 internet dating sites. I needed a lot of practice. And I sent my profile to a select few men, about 70 million. The first miscommunication was, I consider myself fit. So I said I was an athletic type, looking for the same. But then here came a steady stream of cripples, obese, and old geezers. I would see them coming and say, oh my gosh, I'm dating my father. And yet they were all my age. And they all had such cute pictures. They would put in their high school pictures or baby pictures. So then I saw this really cute one. He was standing at the helm of a sailboat. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, excuse me, men, you don't understand this language. All women know the point system. 3 points for the sailboat. And boing, he had hair. It was white, but there was lots of it. So I had this screening process that I developed. We'd meet at a cafe, like normal, but mine was in the middle of a jungle. And my friends would say to me, Liz, you've got to stop running them through this obstacle course. You might kill one of them. And what about that one you took to the top of the breakneck cliffs? He could have died of a heart attack. It's not my fault. He didn't tell me he was afraid of heights. So we met at the Jungle Cafe. And he was just as cute as his picture. Boing! And he was so agile. He had no trouble climbing over the obstacle course of all my predecessors, his predecessors lying in the trailway. He said, what's that? I said, oh, never mind. We just went on a little hike about 20 miles that day, and at the end he said, I work every weekend, or else I go to see my kids. No time for me. So, I was really surprised when I heard from him the next week. He wanted a real date. Boing! At a museum. We went to the Matisse show. It was in previews. He had to buy a special membership pass. Boing, boing, boing. So, there we were. We hardly said a word. It was like a cathedral for art worshippers. But then he would brush up against me. Boing, electricity. And then he took my hand. He took my hand. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, in my mind, we were having a romantic dinner afterwards. We were enjoying the grandkids. And then he says, I have a headache. I'm going home. A headache? In woman speak, that means I gotta get out of here. This is awful. I'm leaving. Because the difference between men and women is women never tell the truth. So where was he really going? How was he really feeling? Ha! A lame excuse to end our date early. So I just thought, next. But then I got an email. So I ignored it. And then I got another email. I sent you my favorite song. Did you listen to it? So I was curious. It was Everlasting Light by the Black Keys. And it's got this bass. Boom, boom, boom. And it's got this falsetto. Won't you be my everlasting light, the sun when there is none? Here he is, professing everlasting love after he just ditched me with that stupid excuse. What is it with this guy? He's got to be bipolar, perhaps schizophrenic. I'll write him a note. That will scare him away. Just get rid of him once and for all. So I wrote, yes, Jim. I listened to that, but I didn't so much as listen to it as I felt it on my body. At certain parts of my body. It felt so good. Jim, if you were here right now, you wouldn't make it back to work for a week. So this email I thought would scare him away. Well, the funny thing was, he's been calling me every night since then. And showing up on my doorstep every weekend for a weekend-long date that starts sometimes on Thursday. So this note I wrote him that I thought would scare him away has resulted in a lifelong love affair. Yes, I can miscommunicate myself to living happily ever